What is going on, traders? I hope you guys all had an amazing trading day today, but as usual, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know exactly how my trading went, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And as you guys can see from the screen, it was a red day overall on my account, right? Down 225, and that was primarily due to Tesla being in the red today, right? And as you guys can see, PayPal had quite a drop, right? So if I even just go to the stock right now, you guys will see that, today it was down over 12%. So yesterday it was trading at $75. Now it's at $65, right? So big drop on that. But in terms of how I did day trading today, I only traded SQs and TQs as usual, right? I was up $30 on SQs and I lost $45 on TQs. So overall, I did finish red on the day, but I did a really good job of managing my risk today, right? And as you guys know, a big goal I had this week was to try to take as few trades, right, as possible and wait for them to be more quality setups. And so as you guys can see, that's exactly what I did today, right? Only 40 filled orders on the day. As you guys can see, I was focusing on TQs. I ended up switching to SQs, got back into TQs, and it didn't end up going according to plan. But let me go ahead and explain to you guys exactly what I saw going on, right? So as you guys know, heading into yesterday, right, the market became overextended and it was kind of consolidating, trading sideways, right? And so we did see this drop before it did recover. And so heading into today, what was I focusing on? I personally thought that we were going to end up bouncing around this area and recovering back to the top VWAP, but that's not what ended up happening, right? As you guys can see, as soon as market opened, it started to shoot up, right? The Nasdaq. So I started to focus on TQQQ, right? As I saw this thing pull on back and form a new high, right? Then pull on back and form an even new high. This was giving me indications that we could start to recover up to the top VWAP. But what actually ended up happening here, we became overextended, started to pull on back. And this pullback here is actually where I made my money on SQQQ, right? I saw we became overextended, and although I thought there was potential to continue to uptrend, I did want to make, I did want to be real with myself, and I noticed that on the bigger time frames, right, we still weren't hitting that support area just yet, right? What I mean is we were starting to uptrend, right? But we never ended up touching the actual support that we had yesterday, right? So we got close to it, started to uptrend, and because of that, it made sense to me why we can't actually have, a decent pullback and actually continue to sell off before we start to pick back up. And so as this thing started to sell off, right, I started to get into TQQQ aggressively right around this area. We had a nice sell off. I bought in here, right, started to average up as it started to play out. And what ended up happening? It started to sell off. I had a stop loss set for, around this area. And, we ended up bouncing, pulling on back, forming a new high, but we just couldn't get that, buying pressure and that momentum to get us to push up to the top VWAP, right? Instead, we were pretty much selling off. So it was a very good day to be in SQQQ, in my opinion, right? Anytime the market would push up, it would end up recovering nicely for SQQQ. And so that's where, I went wrong on the day. It's, not, or at least it was realizing that, there could have been a potential another sell-off before we actually tested the support level, right? So in the future, I can become more aware of that and actually focus maybe on SQQQ, right? But, as far as how actually it ended up playing out today, right? I'm just very grateful that although I am in the red, right, it's only a small margin compared to what I made yesterday, right? That's how I want my trading to be. I want the days that I'm green, right, to be up 1%, hit my goal, and the days I'm red to limit my losses exactly how I did today. So I'll consider it a win today, even though I was red, right? I was able to manage my risk and not have too many orders, and those are my goals, right, trading this week. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to discuss in today's video. Thank you guys so much for your time. It really means a lot to have your support. But other than that, if you guys have any questions at all stock related, if you want me to break down any stock for you, go ahead and drop a comment and I will be more than happy to do that for you. But that's pretty much everything. I will be posting a recap tomorrow and I hope to see you guys then. Take care.